What's up, YouTube fam? It's Dark Angel's Journey. I'm Shakira. Oh man, I could not sleep, so I got up and watched ICT's yesterday's vid, and then I sat on the couch to meditate, and then fell right to sleep. So I guess that's just what I needed, I suppose. All right, I haven't had a chance to properly backtest. Let's do some backtesting. So let's. Oh, first, let me show you my account. Still haven't made any progress in it. Although yesterday I could have possibly if it would let me, but it didn't. It came to my order to the tick and didn't open it. So, and then the rest of my trades for the day were losers. So, ooh, let's get tiny. So that reminds me, I'm gonna have to call. I'm gonna have to call and take care of the kitty. He's having a rough time right now, real rough. Poor baby. All right, so first things first, let me show you my account. So at 17,205, let's look at the history here. So no trades taken on Monday. This one was a long position at 1031. I honestly didn't mean to press the button, but I did, so I took the L. 406 and then 404 at 10 something, so whatever. And then then again at 10:59, this is me chasing what should have been a good trade. Let's take a look at that one really quickly. And then this one is in the afternoon. I went in the wrong direction too early. The long was correct, but just not when I took the long. Ow, sorry. My messing around with my headphones. So took the long way too early. Just unfortunate. Anyway, so let's go take a look at this one and look at my order history. So, 1034. This is a stop loss that got hit. No good for me. My limit order is at 1028, 1027. Look at all these canceled orders. So at 1027, I had a limit order at, what is this? 44250 with my take profit at 429.25, I think. Let's see. Yeah. So stop loss at 44450. Limit order 440250 in the morning yesterday. So what are we looking at here? So let's pop open my 5 minute here. So yesterday, this is the afternoon, this is the morning. So after this insanity, 10 o'clock came and 402, right? Looking for along here. So in the history, and then I moved it again and they came right up to it and then just left. I think 447 or something like that. It was really, really upsetting. Tapped it and then ran away again. But anyway, let's take a look. So we had this shift. We had this little fair value gap right here that they were respecting, right? We'll just do this and then take a look at what I messed up in the afternoon, and then we'll go back test a bit. Oops. Yep. Right. So 10 o'clock comes. I'm looking for a long. general vicinity, right? So 440250. Just make sure. Let's pull this up here so we can take a look. So any kind of hindsight would say shift here, fair value here, take this, go, right? Don't ask me what I was thinking in the middle of all of that. So 613. So 1028 right in here. The 150, the 125 is where I lost it and got stopped out somewhere around here, I think. So let's see. Yes, this is the 1027 one. I had a limit order at 44250. 44250 right here. I got stopped out in there. And then 1028 at a limit order at 40250. See, with a stop at 4,450. And they kind of ran off and I cancel it. And then I had a market fail at 1031. Make sure I'm looking at the right day. I had 446 and I got stopped out. Or yeah, so I just didn't wait. I wasn't patient. Like if I'd waited, left my original orders here, I canceled it. They ran off. I thought they were going to come back down. And then they ran off, and that was beautiful. And then up here, yeah, 444.7 is where I was like, cool, we have another shift here, low, lower, low, shifted through, breaker right here. So I set my order right there, at the top of that thing, the top of this order block, not that high, right there. Right there. And they tapped it, didn't fill it, and then took off. Came back down a second time, and then beautiful. My journal was expecting them to come up to that, but it was very frustrating. But anyway, and then the afternoon, so on the 5 minutes, you can obviously see the three drives pattern, right? Which I'm still not the best at. 1, 2, 3, and then it shifted down. So there were two trades in the afternoon, one short, one long. So if we look at the afternoon here, so we had two opportunities at 2 o'clock, right? This shift had occurred, nice thing right here. So two opportunities, we had this fair value gap to work inside of. So exactly at 2 o'clock, approximately, if I was really paying attention, I wouldn't have needed to have this. Now I want an 8 tick stop, so I would have tried for something that would give me 8 ticks, but still inside of this thing. I want to be over this order block, so I probably would have tried at the top of that. Now, survey says you can aim for this low or this low, right? So if I were to drop a fib on that high and that low, then anything below this low would tell me that right there, beautiful. Plus there's a fair value gap right there too, beautiful. All hindsight, but I got stopped out thinking they were going to continue long. I saw the short, but my brain just wouldn't let me take it. I don't know. It was stupid. Then the other opportunity. So we drop down here. Fair value gap here. Now for this one, you'd have to probably drop down into like a 15 or 30 seconds or something. Let's see. To see what you needed for this. So let's see. So I know ICT took this, right? So all of this drama, we have a shift. This fair value gap right here. which they traded through a bunch of times. Not cool, down to the order blocks. I mean, when they first came here, shifted up. Let's see, what could we have taken that, then dealt with the, so let's see. So I want to be tick stop. I've been stopped out from there. I want to be below this thing. I would have had to be like somewhere like there, and then dealt with all of this. The other good one is up, equal lows, shift, another one right here. Beautiful. A tick gets me below that and at the top, and then ride it back up to take out like this high or something, right? So 2 opportunities. All right, I came back to the halfway point and then took off. I mean, technically, let's see, did it make it up here? 42, 44, 17, 50. So I have this candle. 44, 17, 75. So it did make it up there, just meandered about a bit. So in all honesty, altogether 51 ticks, and they would have gotten it at 4 o'clock on the dot. So there you go. Anyway, all hindsight, still have a long way to go in really understanding what the heck I'm doing and getting to where getting to where I want to be. Sigh. It's okay though. I'm not gonna get too discouraged. Okay, so what do we have here? So 8:30 news is coming out, half an hour. And for the remainder of the fair value gap that's above us, 42.25 is where they're basically hanging out. 44.41 is the next draw, and then 0.7 of what's left is 44.56.75. Now there is the volume imbalance above with the weekly gap high and low still up there to be contended with. So, still pretty bullish. We've got some really juicy equal lows down here that they can sweep, right? And after watching ICT's video yesterday, or this morning, I should say, like at 3:30-ish, whatever, he was explaining, and I'll open up my back testing, and actually some things that need to happen. Let's just put my new week opening gap up. Let's take a look at the Dixie, and let's open up the back testing. So let's take a look at the Dixie. So it's breaking through this inversion fair value gap and potentially finding support per his analysis, not mine. Because, well, this part's mine, right? High, higher high, traded through, lowest red candle, bearish breaker. Oh, I was gonna say it's still inside this fair value gap, but let's zoom in. Is that? Let's get, oh my goodness, see, your eyes have to be just so sharp. Look at it. Look at this right here. And a small volume imbalance right there. Look at where they've been drawn to, tapping it, busting through it, tapping the entire breaker. Volume imbalance. Wow. Okay. That's impressive. So if they use this as support, then they're probably going to draw down to this order block, as he says. This fair value gap right in here, and then one at the base. So I should probably, in the meantime, focus on the one that's a order block with a fair value gap right there. So dollar is looking a little bearish. Now I'm gonna create, as I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna create a new layout that is literally just for a comparison. So I need SU 2023. Oops. Okay, that's just the 15 minutes. Okay. And this one's just, and then I'm going to, I want to see which one of these I prefer in terms of, let's go sideways, like so. So if that's ESU, I want this to be NQU 2023. Same 15 minutes, just want to be able to see them side by side. And then this one should be YWU 2023. The Dow. Hold on. Make sure I'm not cray. YM, yeah, so this should be it. There you go. YMU 2023. Okay. What did I type? Ooh. Oh, well, hello. What is that? Yeah. E-mini C-bot. Is that where that trades? Okay. Well, CME. So the Dow is not behaving the same. Interesting. Does it say $5 future? Let me just do this. Huh. Okay. It's got to be it. Okay. Anyway, so I want to see if I prefer this versus the, and so I'm going to save this as SMT rename. SMT chart, because right now, and so right now, these highs have been taken. This guy's taking its lows out, so it's very weak. The Nasdaq is moving with alacrity. Oh, sorry about that, guys. So, all right, cool. And this is my new week opening gap for this one. I just wanted somewhere where I can watch the day form. One out, let's make that like the 4 hour or something. See what that looks like. Yeah, so they're holding us they're holding us hostage at the moment. Until 8:30. Huh. Here, 6. Just make sure they're all showing the same thing. The 6. Wow. Okay, so the Nasdaq has taken out its high right here. So this one is 51.25. This is 51.52, just barely. Um, we've taken our highs out as well. And this is nowhere close to doing it. Like, nowhere close. It's got like a big gap here, like a volume imbalance right here, and then sorry, liquidity void right here with a gap that it's playing inside of. Interesting. Anyway, so let's get to our back testing here. What is this? Okay. This is very bullish at the moment. Everything's just very, very bullish. Let's remove some drawings, and I need my wristy thing. Take care of that carpal tunnel if you're getting it. I've been staving it off for quite some time. All right, let's do some. Let's for the monthly really quickly. Let's take that off. All right. Yeah, so we're digging right up into this monthly fair value. I would call that a propulsion block, really. Like this is the order block up here. You know, this started the downtrend and that just propelled it further. Anyway, so weekly, we switched over to the September contract. It is trading more, and ICT basically. I gotta save this in 1 second. So I'm just going over to the S&P contracts. No, thank you. And I'm just gonna save this. Done. And as we can see, yeah, the volume, the open interest has moved significantly from the June contract to this one. On Monday, it was a lot closer, but still more on the June contract, which is why I switched over and ICT mentioned it. And so that's why I wanted to make sure and bookmark it. So I'm probably going to rename this. Let's edit that. Um, uh, uh, it's mostly what oh, my thing is slow today. Okay, uh, futures contracts. Bar chart. Okay, so easier for me to see and find. Okay, so let's do some back testing. Oh, I need to take this off. That's so annoying. I don't know about you, but when it just says the symbol with the name on it, just doesn't. I mean, we already know what it is, right? That's up there. Uh, Logo. It's fine. Title. Yes. Nope. So that's must be in the scale symbol name. There we go. Let's take that off. Scale symbol name. Just gets in the way when I can't see. Okay, what is this? Let's save this. Quick search. Okay, cool. Alright. Okay, so far NASDAQ is strongest. S&P is right behind it, and the Dow is not even moving. So it needs to take out these highs here. Interesting. Anyway, what time is it? 8:11? All right, cool. Let's do a little back testing, and then I'm gonna have to start work. All right. So this week, um, it's multiple weeks here, so I'm just gonna grab one and whoops, just gonna grab a replay. Let's grab 2 weeks ago or something, and let's go in the daily here for that. And let's move back even further. That's Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Friday. So Tuesday, Friday. Must have been a holiday. Okay. Let's move back to this Tuesday right here. All right, so first things first, let's look at the weekly and do a little analysis. And so I'm going to do this. So we have this weekly gap high and the weekly gap low. And inside of all of this yumminess right here is a volume imbalance, weekly volume imbalance. Okay. So on to the daily here. All right, so we're digging into that. So what have we done so far on the daily? We also have this daily fair value gap. I'm gonna plop it in here and give it a different color. Let's go with yellow. Let's put it inside. Okay. So this daily fair value gap that they can dig into. My expectations for them to come up. So we're on a Tuesday. Let's drop down into a 1 hour and we're going to work the sessions here. So this is Monday, Tuesday. So let's just backtrack to this, to 10 o'clock. All right, and let's drop down to 15 minutes. Oh, it's probably the wrong contract to try and test this out in, but whatever. All right, so we have this opening gap this Sunday right here that they were hanging out inside of. So opening range gap, they're hanging out inside of. It is 9:30. Okay, so let's see. We have that obvious shift, and do we have a fair value gap? So what we do have is a volume imbalance right up here. So at the top of this thing. So let's see. I'm gonna try to just read what I see with bullish. So I have a volume imbalance right there. Ooh, there's another one up here. Question is, which one do they care about? So gonna make a copy of that and drop it there. So what else do we have? We have a high, higher high, traded through. So this down candle is a breaker, bearish breaker. So on the 15 minute, let's drop down to the 5 minutes on that. Okay, probably use the other contract for this. But on the 5 minutes, so this order block's inside of it. So if we're gonna take a short, see when they tap this thing right here. Let's see. I can get my 8 tick stop. Technically, it should be above this breaker. So what's that? It's 200. And where are we going? So let's say they want to tap this thing down here. Oof, that's a lot. I don't know. We'll watch it. So, or from being cheap, opening range gap, right? Let's see. Let's drop down to a 1 minute, right? So, we have this first volume imbalance on the 1 minute. It's not inside a breaker. Let's say they never come back up to the other one. Let's try that first. And then they're aiming down, right? And let's go back up to take out that low right there. So let's drop the fib from this high to this low. So below here would be here, 44. And probably they'll come back, they'll probably go lower, but let's see. Let's say we're aiming for that. It's 42 ticks. Let's see if we can get that. Let's zoom in on this. Let's drop down to, let's see what it looks like. So 4 minutes. This fair value gap right there. 3 minutes. Nice big one with nothing in the way. 2 minutes. That. 1 minute. There's just this. So let's see. So on the 1 minute, okay, the 10 o'clock comes. So many colors, so dark. So we're inside this bigger um, volume imbalance. And you know what? Let's change this back to the other contract. Be more fulfilling, I think. Sorry about that. Let's go up to 15 minutes. Where are we today? Right. This high right here. Okay. So the week I had 1, 2, 3 weeks ago. Oh, we're just tapping into it, like something like that. Let's come back to. Okay. I think I went back too far. Whatever. Okay. It's Friday, Tuesday, Monday. Took out Tuesday, those lows by Wednesday and turned. Weekly profiles. Interesting. I have to go forward 1 week. So we were, just the day, sorry. So we're looking at this one, I think. And let's go to the daily. Yeah, and then we were looking at this Tuesday right here. Okay, good. Let's go back to where we were. And we're looking at the 10 o'clock right here. And let's back it up to 10 o'clock again. Cool. So I had said shift. So on the 15-minute propulsion blocks right there. So on the 15 minutes, this guy, let's get on to the 5 minutes as a bearish order block. So higher high traded through. Lowest red candle here, bearish breaker. Bearish breaker. There's an order block in here too, so maybe we get lucky. Let's go back up to 15-minute for a hot second here. Would be all of this instead. Let's see. 15-minute order block. Bearish order block. So let's look at 5 minute. Let's refine that. So that guy. All right, and then so we have a shift. So let's look at the 1 minute. Oh, hold on. And let's move this forward one. Okay. So 10 o'clock comes, 5 minutes gone, and we have all of this bearish order block right here. And no fair value gap in this space except for this one that's already been traded through a bunch. Let's see, are we respecting it? Okay, all right, let's drop down to 1 minute. Okay, so 10 o'clock hit. So as we're in 10 o'clock, shift, fair value gap. So we're already going down. Where are we going? Needed to have figured that out. Okay. At this daily range that we're hanging out inside of. This opening range gap that we're inside of right now. And the week just started, so let's also. So actually, we opened up here. And then Friday close down here. So we're also in this new week opening gap as well. Wow. So new week opening gap, opening range, um, and they're just inside of that puppy. Oh, I think I forgot to see what was up. Okay, we're working inside of this daily thing, so let me go back. So the high was at the new week opening gap, and things to note. They had sell side. Yeah. I'm not gonna bother to put a line there. So we had relatively equal lows here, sell side. They just took it out. And my general desire is for them to come back up to here for an entry to come back down. Let's see. Higher high traded through. If I drop down to 5 minutes, so inside of here, we didn't really have anything. It's all balanced until right here. On the 1 minute, so we have the shift. It's all, this is the only area right here. And then now right here, they haven't come back to it. This one they took halfway, so it's a breakaway gap, I think. So if this were to come back up, then this is the one that they should pay attention to. So signatures, like how much, but my preference would be at the order block and then have something above that. I want 8. I don't expect them to come back up here, so I want an 8 takes down. And it gets me about 40 ticks minimum. Let's see. Okay, so it taps this order block up here. I need them to behave down here. Okay. So they dive in a little bit more. Oh, goodness me. I'm so blind. There's a tiny fair value gap right in here with the order blocks. So that one, even better, gets me 8 ticks above that. We're at the base of this new week opening gap. So danger zone. Okay. So I would probably be allowed here because that's a really strong candle. Let's see. Yep, definitely, right? So on the 5 minute, my original desire, and I've been trying to, is up here for an entry and write it back down to like the base of this thing. And they've already taken the lows out for London and then just kept climbing. But higher shift, we should be in the breaker right there. So trying to be flexible. So let's see. Now, fun fact, low, a bit of a shift. Let's see what this looks like on the 15-second. I guess we can have that. How about the 30-second? Can we do that? Nope. Okay, so we're just stuck on 1 minute. Going back that many weeks. Oh, okay, well, thanks. Now I just know what happened. Boo. But anyway, so survey says after the beautiful shift, they came back up to the breaker, and this entry would have been beautiful. Would have gotten my 71 ticks there. Beautiful. Let's take a look at, so for this price range, for this shift here, yeah, they came back up to 0.7. Actually, let's look at this on the 5 minute because I want to see what the leg was doing, like the whole price leg. So let's see. That see. Stopped here. That's too far. But from this price leg down to there, it came almost up to the 0.75 and then dropped beautifully. And this, ICT says like you should have your first partial at the halfway point right there, which would have netted 107. Wow. Interesting. Use that instead. These two are on point, and then these two are close by, so I could have picked either one and gotten a beautiful thing, and there's probably something over here that makes sense. Some sell side right down there. Oof. All right, let's go back over here. Let's see what Price is about to do. Actually, let's watch it on our triple screen here. It's about to be 8:30. Surprised we haven't had a swing yet. Okay. So my neck's been bothering me. Stop for 1 minute just so I can watch this. Okay. So as the ranges go, and sitting around, this is a good, let me drop this to 15 seconds. So we took out all of this, almost all of this buy side, sell side, sorry. Let's see here. Huh. Oh, equal lows there. 44, 21, 25, 44, 20, 50. So not quite actually. Back over here. So the NASDAQ, they went for a lot of that buy side. The Dow just sort of sitting around. I thought they would take out that low. They made equal lows here. Maybe we're going down today. Still in the range, look. So buy side up here. And sell side down here. And they're still they just tapped it. Didn't even take anything out. That's indecisive. So what news was supposed to come out? The CPI is a little bit more volatile. PPI, I guess the 2 o'clock is gonna be where it's at really. Because this is, it's a twitch, but it's not, it didn't really take anybody out per se. And they definitely didn't take any buy side out. So maybe they're going for sell side? Any retracement down. You've got, relative equal lows down here. It's a fair value gap there inside of on the 1 hour. Let's see here. FVG on the 1 hour. That is entirely game. So they can bring it back down to the whole thing. But this is just hanging out inside the range. It's not, unlike yesterday's very decisive, take out the sell side first and then run. But I mean, I will freely admit they went for sell side. So anybody who trailed their stops under here, but not here, like practically equals. The low on that candle is 44.20.50, and the low of this candle is 44.20.50. So I mean, they did shake out the stops. This is 44.21, just not everybody. Maybe they're gonna continue on up then. And let's take a look at this wick they've made. So they need to take this out for it to continue on down, probably at the halfway point here. Consequent encroachment. So far, they've just dropped into the 0.75 or the 0.25, depending on how you look at it. And yeah, this doesn't look very. So I'm just gonna draw this out as a spot. CE of PPI wick. And so they made relatively equal lows down here. So let's see. Look at what they're doing though. Anyway, yeah, this looks like they're trying to come back down and take this out, but they didn't do it with this guy. Didn't really. And they got stopped at this volume imbalance right here on the 1 minute. Interesting. I didn't take these guys out. All of that. I didn't take it out. Well, best to wait and see on that one. Let's see if ICT's tweeting about that. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. All right. So let's go back. Let's look at this really quickly. Yeah, so the Dow didn't take its low out or its high out. NQ also just equaled. Wow. Hmm. All different views right now. Anyway, so, oops. Let's take a look at the afternoon. So that would have been a 107 tick move right here. Wait, got that. So let's take a look at the Gotta follow the breaker, man. So let's take a look at the afternoon session here. And then we'll close. Oh, you know what? Let's take a look at the lunchtime macro really quickly. Oh, I busted past. Let's take a look at the lunchtime macro. So he said 11:50 to 12:30. It likes to go after highs, liquidity. Let's look at this on the 5 minute. I'm just curious here. What's in lunchtime that we could have? Okay, so we had this low. I went and took it out. I don't know that I understand this. This was just going down, just like a continuation. All right, so for the afternoon session now, boom. Let's reel this back because I want to see what would have made sense for me. 1 minute. Okay. So what are we looking at down here? Do we have anything? So I can't go down to like a 15-second or something. All right, so we dropped here. We hung out. Shift here. Nothing, nothing, nothing. So there's a volume imbalance here on the 1 minute and an order block. So we have this order block here. Well, these two really. Well, this one and propulsion. And let's see. So this got created, nothing showed itself, and we're expecting it to dig back in, maybe come back and touch the new opening gap. All right. So for an entry, we've already run off, and it's what, 214, whatever. What do we have to play with? We just have an order block with a volume imbalance. So if I chose to take this, oh, beautiful, ATIX is all the way down there. Let me, this relative equal highs for sure. We're really close to that. So maybe this one or this one as a target. Let's say they tap that right there. And then let's use this low and that high to do a little. So that, let's see. Let's say that one. If this is turning around here, it's this low, that high right there. And see. Okay, let's see how that plays out. Almost feels like we don't get an opportunity unless we get on like the tiny, unless we get like a tiny, so the only fair value gap that really formed was here. So let's say I was somewhat chasing it. I've caught nothing. Of course, we dug back into the weekly. Yeah, so all of that would have run away without me. There would have had to be something down here too. I don't think we can get down to the seconds for that. There would have had to be something down there to for me to catch. Otherwise, from the shift, I guess it was just the order block once they shifted up. So I don't know if that's enough. Yeah. All right, let's dip back down. All right, so they took the south side. I need to take these off because they left relative equal lows. There's no way they weren't going to do that. Now, on the 5 minute, low, lower, low shifted through. So this technically, in my mind, is a bullish breaker on the 5 minute. So, and it's got a tiny fair value gap in there. Well, trade it through. This has upside, down, up, down. Not until here does it not have. So right now, let's see what they do inside of this fair value gap, which is the only version of it that is currently available for use. And this is relatively balanced, except for this tiny piece right here on the 5 minutes. We'll see. Anyway, I shan't be trading any of that. Got to start my work day, so y'all have a beautiful Wednesday, and let me know how your trading's going this week. So, Shakira out.